Uh, Abstract brainwaves, game genie in the beanie. We ain't on the same stage, leveled up.
Other yellow hat guy here, back with another video, and we've got another sympathy for. Yeah, I was inspired to make this series of videos just based off of stuff that was happening on the news, and I thought, you know what? It's time to talk about some of this stuff again. I can't let this stuff just pass by, because while some of this stuff is personal, I'll admit that it's personal. It's not my business. It's in the light of them being public figures and how they've carried themselves, and some of the stuff being outright sketch. Let's go ahead and talk about it. So we've got this guy, Derrick Jaxon, okay? So if you don't know who this guy is, because I don't really know who he is, don't really care either. He's basically one of these like relationship advice guys, right? A lot of women watch these YouTube channels, and these guys are like, you know, they're on Twitter and stuff. His website says he's a self-love ambassador. Derrick Jaxon. He's got these pictures of him looking like this African king, you know, in the suit. And, you know, yeah, there he is. This isn't to promote him. He just put a book out, okay? Entrepreneur. Started off making these videos, just sitting in his car, kind of like I'm just sitting in this chair. Just sitting in his car talking about, well, if this guy does this, this is what he's doing, and da-da-da-da-da. And women ate it up. The problem with those videos is that he's only giving one side of what these problems may be. So the man's doing this, and this is the red flags you need to look out for. But it never addresses why these things might be happening, other than the guy's a slimeball. Not, well, you know what, you did this in the relationship, so that's why he's acting like this. You know, these are chess moves that are happening in relationships. The person moves here and does this, mainly because they're trying to accomplish something else, but also they did it because another move happened that you had to do. You can't make a series of moves without, you know, otherwise why'd you get in the relationship, right? So, furthermore, Derrick has constantly been in the face of some of these YouTube videos that women post where they're like, see, he ain't no good, da-da-da. So men had a field day. The memes were everywhere, just, you know, showing what a piece of garbage this guy is. Why is he a piece of garbage? Well, it was revealed that he has been cheating on his wife. And I don't have proof. Again, I don't follow this guy. But I'd wager that he just got caught this one time, but it's probably happened numerous times. More than one. And some of you fans, or maybe him himself, might say, oh, no, you know, it was only that one time. But I don't really care. I'm not saying he did. I'm just saying it wouldn't surprise me if he did, okay? So for clarity's sake, this one time he's at least been outed, but I'd wager that it happened more than once. So this influencer came out, all right? So he's got his wife, number one, who he never shows in his videos. And, you know, your private life's your private life. So I'm not going to sit up here and show people I date in my videos. They, one, aren't interested, probably. And two, it's none of your business. But I couldn't be talking about relationships to you, and then I never have a relationship that I speak of. It's kind of like being a food guru reviewer or something like, or a restaurant reviewer. Like, say I love Chinese food, or I don't like Chinese food, but I'm giving you a review on Chinese food. Why would you listen to me? Why? So why am I listening to this guy? If he's not getting lots of, you know, dates, or, you know, he's fixed people's relationships, you know, because he's not fixing. He's pretty much ruining them, I would imagine. You know, because he's going straight into defense mode. I saw a couple of videos, but I don't think I've ever saw one where, and again, I don't watch the guy, where he's like, this is what's going on, ladies. This is what you need to do to fix it. Talk to him, work it out. It's just, he's cheating. He's this. He's a player. So let's get into what actually happened. He admitted to the affair on an Instagram video that was uploaded March 22nd. So for me, that was yesterday. Yesterday! He sat with his wife, and he said he was involved with other women outside the marriage. So there, it's confirmed. Not just this one girl who I read about, other women. Talking about as serious as to sex and sexual flirtation, meeting up, that kind of thing. He confirms that he is not the victim in the situation, that his wife didn't push him to cheat. She found out and returned once she noted a shift in his behavior. All right. So they're still together. Cool. Whatever. Dude's 31. Relationship guidance advisor. Again, I'm not linking to him because, I don't need to promote him and I'm lazy, right? But he's got over 1 million followers and his YouTube channel has, well, it had, I imagine it's got less now, 750,000 subscribers. But good on dude. He confessed, right? Him and his wife are trying to work it out. He released a different version of the video that has been deleted, where he claimed that he was separated from his wife while their relations occurred. But he likely deleted it because he probably wasn't always separated, right? He put up a 30-minute long video claiming he split in February, and that, if you're separated, it's kind of like, all right, I'm going to do me, right? He's going to hit up old acquaintances, and that's pretty much what he's saying at this point. But because he's trying to get back with his wife, the responsible thing to do was to go ahead and remove it. I mean, he's got a book here called A Cheating Man's Heart and all this stuff. What I really want to pull up here is the girl that he actually cheated with. Her story. That's what I'm actually looking for. Because it's not like he just found some random girl at a bar. The girl put the moves on him. Oh, you're Derrick Jaxon. And, he got weak because he wasn't around his wife. He sought out these things. He tactfully did all this. And, a lot of people he's got egg on his face because a lot of people are saying they unfollowed him, blah, 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 blah. But, I can't tell you that your relationship with your partner isn't going to be more important than your YouTube fame, your Instagram fame. And so the right thing is happening here. So here it is. There's this girl who's a Ghanaian, Dominican, and Portuguese woman. He's known this girl for 10 years, and she just pretty much outed him. This girl's name's Candice de Marios. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but again, don't really care. Candice had an affair with this dude, and she revealed this to this popular blogger on Friday. He told her he was separated. She got there at his crib or whatever and saw boxes, which he really wasn't separated, but at least that's what they say. But the boxes were there, and he might have just planted them there, right? Wife was in reality out of town visiting family. That's the crazy thing. Family went on a trip, and he went on a trip with this girl. They had a Miami getaway. And again, you can look at this. This is on blackenterprise.com. You just type in Derrick Jaxon. That's where I'm reading this from. That's my source. Family was in Colorado visiting his in-laws, and the mistress had receipts of their meetups, She had a shot taken where they were in bed in his Atlanta home. He spent over $1,000, which is nothing for him being a millionaire, but it's still $1,000, I'm sure they went out to eat, and he got her clothes and all kinds of stuff. But yeah, that's the gist of it. And a lot of people are like, no, not Derrick. This whole healthy relationship, blah, blah, blah. And that's the thing, ladies. Because I'm imagining those are the people who decide to click on a video talking about Derrick Jaxon. And or guys who just want to laugh and steam pile on it. Again, there's two sides to every story. There's really three sides. So it takes one to know one. That's the old saying, right? You want a cop who was probably a reformed criminal, because he's going to know the ins and outs of where these criminals are going to be at. Likewise, Derrick, he turned in his player card, allegedly, but he really just kept it in safekeeping for when he was going to need it again. And no marriage, no relationship is perfect. So while I do feel sympathy for his family, I don't feel sympathy for Derrick. Why? Derrick, for all these years, has been telling you that men are bad and this and that and this. And he hasn't been saying all men. No, I don't need all you guys coming out here, all women trying to defend him. I don't care. It's just that if you're going to go out your way to put up this, hey, I'm this kind of guy, and behind the scenes, you're a piece of garbage as well, you get no sympathy from me. You just don't. And that's really why, that's what really got me making this video, is because I felt like, you know, we've talked about a lot of these celebrities fall from grace and get into crazy situations. But this one hits a little bit different because this guy is a hypocrite. Some of these other guys have been beating their wives and ghosting women and, you know, just doing all kinds of ridiculous, But here's this dude telling you what not to be, and he can't even be that himself. It's shameful. He needs to refund people some of these books. He needs another apology to some of these guys out here. You know, by and large, it's why I don't like Steve Harvey, right? Steve Harvey put out a book, Think Like a Man, Act Like a Lady, or something like that. But this guy is, on his third marriage, and put this book out in a movie? And again, I'm not here to judge Steve. I'm just telling you the facts. You guys are looking up to these people telling you things because they're good looking, or they got money, or they're on the spotlight. But they're really just like you and me, figuring this stuff out on their own. They don't know any better. And what you got to do is talk these things out with the person you're with. That's what you need to do. So it doesn't mean that everything they're saying is false. There's probably some truth in a lot of it. A lot of these red flags that you need to look for. But don't look to these guys as to being, oh, I need a guy like Derrick Jaxon. No, sweetie. Look at what Derrick's saying and look at your part in it. How can I fix this? There's a shift in his behavior. You don't think his wife watches his own videos? So you don't, you know, I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty much done talking about this dude. He's a clown. That's pretty much all I have to say. But good on him for at least owning up to it, because some people won't. They'll just act like nothing happened. So good on him for that. It takes a lot of strength, a lot of courage to at least do that. But, you know, what else was he going to do? I mean, she had receipts. She had photos, right? So he pretty much had to come clean to not only his audience, but more importantly, his partner. That being said, do you guys have any sympathy for him? What do you think? What are your thoughts? This isn't something that's going to stop. I mean, every year there's some kind of controversy, whether it's PewDiePie or some kind of influencer, somebody doing blackface, and, you know, we're all humans. But the situations, they don't always call for sympathy. Love you guys. Hope to see you in the next one. If not, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Other yellow hat guy is out. Captain Sensation.